about details, but players are also on their own, it seems. Probably. Oh. Chess player number 3 plus 3. Okay, we can play. I would prefer faster controls maybe, but okay, this is also fine. And maybe without increment would be better, because maybe it's more time consuming to play with increment. Okay, I will play my London system. By the way, if you have any questions about any opening, I will try to play. Even though I might lose, we will learn. That's for sure. I will try to play all the openings that you might ask for. So feel free to mention your favorite opening, and I will try to play. Okay, I will use my London system to hopefully checkmate my opponent's king. So I will plant a knight on e5 and play queen f3 and etc. So okay, queen f3, g4, g5, and checkmate hopefully. Okay, which is probably not so easy. So okay. Still, I would like to play g4, by the way. But first, I will include this move, hoping that my opponent blunders mate in 1. Nope, he won't. So okay, maybe g4. My idea is, hopefully, if they play something like f6, and after exchange of the knights, I will play g5 and try to again control the e5 square. So okay, I will generally take on d4 with my e pawn, because I will try to keep the e file open, and this backward pawn is now absent from here. And I might castle, and this secures my king a healthy shelter here. So okay, I will have now f file, and also I might attack on the dark squares, hopefully. Okay, I will castle maybe. Let me think for a second, because I will land a rook on f6 in the future. And black's counterplay looking rather slow, but okay, he cannot stop and wait for my attack. So yeah, let's see. He wants to advance on the. Okay, I will try to checkmate in the most efficient way. Knight g5 is a big threat. Okay, first challenge. It's history here. It's my first challenge on lichess.org. I'm pretty excited. So okay, knight g5, h6 was expected. So I'm not hurrying with that move. Maybe here, knight g8, his idea. Knight g5. Okay, I might also improve my rook. Let's see what his intentions are. And also I might use the other rook to attack on the f file. Looks like a decent position still. Knight g5 is on the agenda. Bishop is eyeing. Okay, I did not expect this one, because f7 square is rather sensitive, and I think this is a big mistake if I'm not mistaken. This move is a blunder. Now it's deadly. Yeah, I think last move was a mistake. Yeah, but it was already very difficult, I think, because his attack was slow, my attack is strong, his king is rather weak, and his bishop is not developed. Okay, thank you for the game, chess player number 321. I think I can show you at least from your perspective, maybe. People watched from my perspective. I might show you what can be done. At least queen c7 is not a great move. Actually, this was recommended in many resources, but not in this position. As far as I recall, chess player number 321, if let's say white plays bishop g3 here, c5, c3, this is actually one of the most reliable resources against London planning to play e5 or even bishop b7, knight e4, copying the white's attacking scheme of development in the center. So, but the problem here is I'm not losing time with bishop g3. I play I play rather bishop d3, and you still play the same move, and I am tempo up in my attack. This position still should be decent with proper play, I believe. But what you have done is rather risky, it seems. So in this case, I would rather prefer the other methods like b6, bishop b7, knight e4, or bishop a6 to exchange this bishop, which is very solid, I believe. But queen c7, you lose time, and with this sad bishop, it's not a great idea. And it was maybe not great play from me, but knight e5 was really making it harder for black. At least this position is very difficult, I believe, but now I don't know, it's easy to solve the problems. So okay. There are other challenges. I'm very excited to play against Lichess viewers. So thank you for the challenges, by the way. Okay, I'm playing against my countryman. He's wishing me good luck. Thank you, Mentalsis. Play f3. Okay, this line is for the attacking players. As far as I recall, this is a very dangerous line. Sometimes transposing into some French line, which black is not intending to play. Queen b6, a3. Okay, they will play bishop e3 and knight a4 traps my queen there. So that's probably the idea. So I don't mind developing my forces. Knight d7. Okay. So at least I'm playing something unfamiliar to my opponent, it seems. Knight d7, bishop e3. Okay, I am checking if this is really trapping my queen. Yes, this is trapping my queen. So maybe knight f6, maybe bishop e7. I am trying to play e5 at some point, but I don't know. Okay, now I can take. Now my queen is not trapped. Because I'm attacking the rook. Is that a blunder or it's a trap? You can never be sure about that. If I lose my queen here, it should be due to my ignorance about the nuances of the position. But it seems that b2 pawn is hanging. Because queen d2 is trying to long castle and try to attack, as I mentioned. But now I collect 2 pawns and I should be rather okay. Of course, he has some compensation due to their development advantage. I can take and play knight f6. Knight f6, e5. I'm not feeling comfortable. So e5 is also a possibility, by the way. But I don't want to open up the position like that. I might open up the position in another way, like after e5 or castles. I feel okay in that moment to open the position with e5. Now knight f3 is available to him due to the pawn disappeared from that square. I have bishop g5 ideas here. I'm not sure knight g4 he will intend to play castle, probably give up this bishop. But still, I think white's position should be suspect, no matter what. But okay, this is without increment, so I have to think. Okay, I will play this one, knight g4. At least I'm liquidating. Okay, castles I can take and play queen g5 and castle myself. So e5 I was planning. I hope is fine with me. Yeah, I think white has little compensation here. Because now everything looks fine. Bishop g5 now after takes, or okay, do I have something better? Because this looks okay to me. Takes bishop g5. It may be risky. Okay, I'm not sure. I will be in time trouble from this moment and on. But okay, he has some problems as well. Knight f5 might be an issue in the future, so I have to handle that. Knight c5 is coming. I feel rather comfortable here. But let's see. F4. Can take knight e5, knight f5. A queen e5 is a move, because I'm also counter-attacking his knight, and try to prevent him from castling. I hope I'm not blundering anything. Okay, can take, I can take. Exchanges always favor me because, yeah, you know, I'm 2 pawns up and I should be winning. Okay, I get what I wanted. Now I can castle and play knight c5 with a discovery. And his king is in the center. I'm pretty happy about my position. Okay, knight c5, he's planning some shenanigans on f7 square. But knight c5 is good. Knight c5 is good. I don't think he has much to say. Okay, knight c5, bishop e6. Good. Yes, bishop e6. Now I can safely castle. Everything is under control on the dark squares. Very nicely positioned black pieces. And I have no weaknesses after all. And he might lose further material after rook a3, queen b4 is strong. Because this knight and rook is hanging. Okay. He has time issues as well. Okay, queen c3 I can take. Okay, I don't take, I will castle. Okay, let him lose on time. Okay. Thank you Mentalsist. Teşekkürler. My wife's name is Nazil. Maybe Nazli or Nazil. Nazil. My name is Nazmi. It's not related to my name, I think. As far as I know, at least. Probably it means something deep, but I don't know. Because I don't know if it's similar in the other countries, but names might not have meanings, but some history with some I don't know, some special person in the history without a particular meaning, it might mean something in itself. I don't know. Okay, knight d5. My opponent is threatening, so I might play bishop e6, knight d7, b5. So I think my position is very typical for this opening. So he might intend to take at some point to at least prevent me from taking with the king, because my bishop is hanging there. So bishop e6 is possible after exchanges, and bishop f6, gf6 should be fine, but I don't want to exchange, at least for the moment, and I don't see any dangers, at least for the moment. My idea might be playing h6 and maybe hoping to expand on the queen side, then play bishop e6 and maybe capture with the knight. Okay, he might double on the d file, maybe. But sorry, I did not check the previous game. I should have analyzed that. Sorry, Mentalsis. Thank you for the game, and I will analyze it shortly. Hopefully, we might both learn something from that one. Okay, knight c5 now comes with tempo, but he will try to take. Okay, it's of no problem. I think I can always take this. I will play b5, a5, and bishop e6, no matter what. So f5 square is somewhat sensitive if he exchanges on f6, but I will try to cover that. What? Am I blundering something? Okay, he will take on e5, but I'm not sure if it's so dangerous. We'll see. This is an exchange sacrifice of a positional nature. So we'll see. I'm not sure if it's the best choice, but it's really instructive, it seems. Maybe bishop e3, knight d7. Yeah. Should be playable. Bishop e6, knight e6. I think I'm healthy exchange up here. But of course, the game is not over yet. My opponent might fight or even try to confuse. Okay. I blundered this, but still I'm not expecting a big damage from here. Because knight f7, knight g5, I'm attacking his rook. Rook f7, I can take on g5. Knight f7 is not issue, so he can take, but I will double attack. So rook d7, I blundered, but yeah, my position looks healthy. So now he blundered his rook. Okay, I have to take. But yeah, this is resigns. This is a blunder. But I don't think he has something here. Let's see, at least I didn't see. Let's see if he has something here. Okay. Okay, I played somewhat suspect on this occasion. Bishop f7. Okay, I blundered this move. Okay, this is, yeah, I mentioned this bishop's being rather tender, but now it's obvious. And my opponent's only mistake is that in the opening, and after that, rook d7 is a blunder, of course. But bishop e3, it looks equal, according to engine. I thought I was much better due to my material advantage. Okay, let me analyze briefly at least previous game, not doing something unjust. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, queen d2, queen b2. I take. Mentalsis. Let's study this moment. For the moment, this position was theoretical. Okay, my idea was clear. I would like to play knight takes e5, and this bishop is hanging. So my opponent tries to protect that bishop somehow with the queen. The previous experience shows that bishop e3, bishop d2 was playable, but still I can play this move, hoping that e5 can be met by this move. So black will intend castling on the next move. Okay, this was the big mistake, which costs at least a pawn here, but rook a2 might save one of them. Okay, rook b1 takes, rook b3 here. I think I did not make anything stupid. Yeah, it's hard to solve the problems after probably this moment because it's a very healthy pawn and black's position is very solid. Okay, let's... sorry, I couldn't click on. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you for the games, by the way. This time let's try something else. I can try openings if you would like to see on the board. Okay, I play this move with the ideas of playing bishop e2 and castles. Okay, let's try bishop e2 castles. Let's play like Karpov. These lines you can find in the database that Karpov plays in very good style. So I think knight d7 is a sort of a bad move because of e5. But I might be mistaken. Because after exchanges and play knight g4, it seems that pawn is attacked 3 times, but actually it's not the case. Because I can push e6 and play knight g5 and attack the knight on g4. So for the moment, this pawn is not weak, but very strong. And there is a pin on the d file. Even if this pawn can be taken, black cannot take it. But okay, I protect it anyway. So okay, let's see how he will develop his pieces like this probably. Knight c7, knight e6 somehow, etc. But I have ideas of pushing e6 now. Ruin his structure, and this is very difficult. If he makes something like this, then e6 would be very strong, because e6 and knight g5 would be fatal almost. Understandable decision, but bishop g5 is always in the air. And queen d2, rook a d1 is also fine. This knight is not playing. He wants to play queen e7 probably to solve some of his problems. Do I have to play bishop this? I think this is a decent move. And I will play it. b5, if it takes, I will take bishop c4, rook e1. I will create a weakness, bishop c4, rook e1, and try to attack it. And in the meantime, he still tries to solve their problems. Okay, with queen takes probably is the most efficient way. Maybe rook e1. Maybe knight e4. Okay, rook e1. See how he will develop his knights. Maybe knight b6 to play to prevent bishop c4. But I can go for the end game as well. Okay, can I use the fact that he cannot play this move, by the way, because the knight is hanging. So I'm not bishop c4, knight c5. I can go b4. Queen c3 can take. Yeah, I'll just develop then. Okay, knight e4 is playable. Knight e4 I will play. Take. Knight d6. Maybe queen d4 as I promised. Okay, queen d4. I have plenty of choices because my position is preferable, at least in the positional sense. Knight e4 is a move. b4 might win a pawn, by the way. b4, and this pawn should be falling. Let's try. Takes, I'll take. e6 is sensitive. I can take with the bishop. Okay, now I'll attack 3 times, and this knight is devoid of squares. So, is this a blunder? Knight ce2. Actually, this might be a blunder. Let's see. Knight ce2, rook e4 takes. Sorry, takes. Bishop d3. I have time, and even though he can take the knights, yeah. Even though he can take two of my knights against the rook, I should be still material up. Like rook d4, knight d4, pawn d4. Yeah. Now I'm material up. Okay, bishop e4 is somewhat hiding my intentions. Bishop e4. Okay, he saw it. Okay, I should be quick. b7. Okay, first bishop e4, then maybe rook b7. Rook b7, knight d6. I take. He takes. Okay, I'm not losing material, so I can play. Knight d6, I can take. I'm hoping not to lose on time. Okay. Bishop f3 maybe. Okay, he looks somewhat stuck. Rook e5 might be a threat. Okay, now he wants to play his knight, so I'll just prophylactically play it like this. Okay, if I don't lose on time, I should be just all right. Okay, let's play quickly. Knight d6 as expected. Maybe rook here. Oof. He was playing for my time. Yeah.